Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about mindful self-compassion. When we talk about mindfulness, there are different kinds of thoughts that comes to my mind. Yet, when we talk about building our own sense of self-awareness, it also means that we would like to connect with our bodies, emotions, feelings, and also experience a strong sense within our immediate environments. Mindfulness is a process that has helped a lot of people in battling their depression and anxiety. It has also helped people to achieve a sense of calm in their daily lives, which is overloaded and packed with lots of activities. Self-compassion can be very tricky to adopt as individuals. We are very good at applying or behaving compassionately towards others, but we do not like to be compassionate to our own selves. Mindfulness as a concept and as a process can feel like self-care. Self-compassion, on the other hand, could be mixed up with feelings of self-indulgence. Psychologists are now beginning to connect the concept of mindfulness and self-compassion into one new, beautiful process. This process is called mindful self-compassion. Mindful self-compassion is a process of combining the skills developed through mindfulness with the emotional practice of self-compassion. On one glance, you may see that both of these concepts are kind of related. Well, there can be a distinction that can be made. So how do we understand how these two concepts work together? It's good to understand a definition of these two concepts. Mindfulness is basically an awareness of being in one's moment, of one's experience, without any judgment. Mindfulness is a state of one's mind and not a trait. Mindfulness can be promoted through meditation, yet it's not equivalent or synonymous with it. Self-compassion, on the other hand, involves the capacity to soothe and comfort ourselves. We could motivate other individuals, a society, an environment. We could help understand pain, suffering, failure, or even when we ourselves feel inadequate. Self-compassion is learned in part by connecting with our innate compassion for others, and self-compassion helps an individual to grow and survive with compassion for others. Mindfulness with self-compassion is about using mindfulness in a more targeted manner to achieve emotional development while overcoming feelings of personal suffering. Research on self-compassion has found out that self-compassion is consistency is linked to have decreased levels of cortisol, which is associated with a greater ability to gain emotional control and self-soothe when we are under stress. Self-compassion has been associated with a wide range of positive psychological strengths, including optimism, initiative, curiosity, and emotional intelligence. Research on mindfulness shows its effect on the physical development of the brain and how mindfulness affects the amygdala, which is an area of our brain responsible for emotions. It was found that during mindfulness exercises, the amygdala was less active. Research has shown that mindfulness generated more activity in the hippocampus, which is an area associated with our memory. If an individual is looking at improving their self-compassion, combining self-compassion and mindfulness skills can be an excellent place to start. While these two are distinct practices in their own right, combining them can lead to achieving incredible results. Mindfulness practice focuses on the experience component, which is our thoughts, feelings, physical sensations, and how to direct or develop our thoughts around our experience. However, in the targeted practice of mindfulness for self-compassion, the emphasis is on the individual as the experiencer. Again, an experience of chronic pain, mindfulness in the context of self-compassion moves from the physical sensation to thoughts about the experiences that are turned inwards. It also means that you are redirected to your negative thoughts of "this is my fault" to a more neutral or positive thinking. Self-compassion has a focus on the self and on soothing the individual when distressing situations can occur. In the context of self-compassion, mindfulness can also help to build awareness of negative or painful emotions, experiences, or thoughts in a way that allows us to accept ourselves without rumination. It can be a difficult balancing act when attempting to generate self-compassion, especially when you are focused on the acceptance of the experience over reliving the painful narrative over and over again. This is where targeted mindfulness places an emphasis on acceptance and can support the self-compassion journey. I hope this talk on mindfulness or mindful self-compassion has encouraged some of you to be aware of this wonderful yet beautiful concept. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope you have a nice day.